As we start another day, it looks like Mr. Forrest is back in the prayer circle. It's a beautiful buck. Yep, that's him. Oh, yeah. Didn't get my truck moved out of the way. Oh, well. Let's see if I can see him from another window. There we go. There we go. Mr. Big Buck. Traveling all by himself, don't run around with anybody. Come in here to have a little South Fresh deer food. South Fresh, Decatur, Alabama. Been using their feed for quite a few years, and take a look at that boy right there and see exactly what happens when he's got good food. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I think I'll graze a little bit right here. Graze on deer food. You are a beauty. Yes, you are. Mr. Forrest. What a buck. Watching Benelli run around out there. Oh, mercy. We haven't looked in the pen in a couple of weeks. We're in there every day, obviously. I'm not in there every day. I'm in there several days, but Patsy's in there every day. We have babies everywhere, but we really want to look at those two bucks because one of them has got an antler problem. We'll look at that in a minute. But these two bucks that are in this pen are responsible for a lot of babies. Now, we had Forrest in there for a while, so some of these babies belong to Forrest. I've got apples, carrots, about 3 pounds. So we're going to go in there and see if we can look at those two antlers. And while we're in there, we'll look at some babies also. By the way, I believe at the latest count, we have 15 bucks, baby bucks, and 9 baby does. I think we have 24. We've lost a couple, but I mean 24 we have alive. So that's pretty good. That's a lot. So these boys did a good job. Yeah, they did. I coached them. Well, that turned into a jungle over on that other side. We could never, ever find babies in there to tag them and doctor them if we put them in there. We're going to put them in there pretty quick, though. They're going to have that side for a while. Won't take them a whole long period of time till they tromp it all down, eat it all down. But they're going to like that. There's no doubt about that. Little babies are going to have a nice place to lay. There's a lot of shade over there. There's a lot of shade in all the pens. We made sure of that. We got the buildings, 3 buildings, and this one over here. And we're going in here to look at some antlers, but they've all down in the below pen down here right now, so they're probably going to get a little wild as I get down here, and I guess all the babies are down here also. We've got about all but 5 or 6 of the babies are down here. And you can see that buck coming up there to me right now. He's the one that will pretty much eat out of my hands. He will eat out of my hands through the fence. But I'm just going to kind of zoom in on him there so you can kind of take a look at him. And you can see the problem that we have with him, or the problem that he has. He got an infection or something in that one antler, and it's broken off. It's gone in velvet. So he's only got one side, and the bad part is he's going to be a really big one. I mean, those were going to be some really big antlers. You can see how beautiful he is. You can see all the other deer moving back there. They're pretty nervous, you know, small pen. You can see some of the babies walking around back there. And there's a lot of babies in here. There's a lot of babies. That buck's wanting to come up here to me because he can smell the carrots. You can see that he's broke that one side off. And that doesn't hurt his breeding situation at all. He's got the right genes in him. And a lot of these little baby bucks, that's a little baby buck right there walking by that other buck. And he's got some big antlers going there. He's going to have some big ones. But that's a little baby buck right there beside him. There's other bucks you can see back there with their mamas. And I mean, it's just we got lots of them. So we'll get back there and see if we can get those bucks up close and get as close a look as we can to them. You can see that guy right there is going to have plenty. That's his second horns is what it is. So he is very young. You can see a little nubbin buck back there in the background. That's going to have his first horns. Or I guess they're just maybe going to be nubbins. I'm not sure because you can see him right there walking right at us. He's got the tag tore out of his ear, which makes him a split ear. Split ears had twins finally, a boy and a girl. We got little babies everywhere. Look at them. Look at them back here. That girl there's got 3 of them by her. 2 of them are feeding. The other one's probably, I don't know. So maybe the one that's got triplets. She's got 3 of them there, so she may have triplets. We had one that had triplets. That may be her. Ha, 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 ha. Pretty special right there. I'm not sure how they know who their mommy is. They find a milk bottle and it seems like they'd eat. That may be the case on that. I don't know. All 3 of them, though, are going to that mama. Sure enough. Well, let's do a little feeding here and see what kind of look we can get at those bucks. This is pretty neat. My goodness. Hi, guys. Come here. Come around here. Looky here. Come here. Look what I got. Looky here. Looky here. Let's see if we can get some of them big boys to come around the front. Look at all the babies. The babies everywhere. Hey, guy. I'm gonna stay out here in the sun if I can, just so I can get a little bit better look at them. We'll get them as close as we can. I'll kind of point that out that way. I don't know if I can get them to eat out of my hand or not. Now you can see what happened there. His horns and got an infection or something in those antlers. It's bleeding. They were bleeding and they had there you go. There you go, baby. They were bleeding and they had some ragged looking spots on them. There you go, baby. Here you go. You just about ate out of my hand. Come on. Come on, baby. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here. I guess he's not going to do it. We want to get a real good look at that other buck over there, too. We can get him up here. He's really a dandy as well. Come on, guys. You can get up here where we can see you. That's right. Yeah, look at all the babies walking around. I'm not sure we've got them all tagged. I think we do. There you go, girl. There you go, boy. You can see that other buck back there. I might turn around and shoot this from the other side there. I was hoping I'd get this guy to eat out of my hand. He'll eat out of my hand through the fence, but he's just not too wild about doing it. Here you go, baby. Come on, take that last step or two. He said, why do I have to do that? There's got stuff on the ground. Here you go. Here you go. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, girl. All right, we get back on this side. We know we can really zoom in on them good there and look at them good, and we especially want to look at that other buck because he's really pretty special. We got some of them that are just really wild. All right, now we got them up here a little bit. Take a look at those antlers right there, and you can see he's going to have they're coming out wide and big. Those are going to have probably 3 or 4 or 5 out on that side. And same situation, this other deer, you can see he's broken off, but this one side's going to get pretty good. You look at him right there and get a good look at him. We got a big bunch of them come up there now. That looks pretty good right there. A lot of them just won't come up here, but a lot of them will. And they're coming up here pretty close, as a matter of fact. So that's pretty neat right there. Getting a good look at those 2 bucks. The 2 bucks are just about the tamest things in here. Look at this little guy right back there. He's saying, Jimmy, what's going on? What are those guys eating anyway? That little girl's got that big deer tag, a big tag hanging down. Of course, they're going to have big ears when they get big, so those tags are overpowering them now, but they won't overpower them later, that's for sure. That is for sure. Back in there, and you can see little deer everywhere. See them laying against the fence. They like to lay against that fence. Looky there. I worry about things coming up and that little pretty little girl in right there. There's some of them walking around, some of them just feeding, some of them laying down. There's just a lot of deer in here. Zoom back in where we can see all these guys here. But they're looking mighty good. I got a little more left, guys. Yeah, and I just don't want to come too awful close. Anyway, that's a little look at these two bucks here. They're the daddy of a lot of these little babies you see running around. Now, Forrest was in here some too, so Forrest is a daddy as well. But you can see that just about everybody over here produced, and one girl had a set of triplets. We've got two babies up there that we're feeding by bottle. We had two really bad ones, and we thought the little buck would live and the little girl, because they just neither one of them could even stand up. And doggone, the little buck didn't make it, and the little girl, and she was just all but dead. And she's doing fine now. She's in there with Sally, and so they all looking really good. Really, 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 really special. Let's go look at, in this video, by looking at Prince Charming and Casper. Boy, are they champions. Okay. We'll get it set just as well as I can. I'll put it down here low and we'll start feeding these girls. There, red ears, Rose. Hey, Tiny. There you go, Tiny. There you go. Come on. Come on, Wild Child. The apple for Wild Child. Yeah, come on, Wild Child. Come on, baby. You're my favorite. Yeah, you are my favorite. Yeah, you are my favorite. They've been eating a lot of squash and cucumbers and stuff out of the garden. We have lots of squash. That's the only thing we've really just done champion with is a squash this year. I can't believe that Prince Charming gave up so quickly. He's not up. Prince Charming, come here, buddy. Hey. Hey there, Sapphire. You got babies to feed. You better eat you something. Prince Charming will come back here. I guarantee you. He sees all this activity up here. He'll be right back up here. Yes, sir. He'll be right back up here. I just know he will. There's that's my girl right there. You just my baby. I've got a bunch in here. It's gonna big time feed here tonight. Well, in a minute you're gonna have Prince. Prince will be getting up here as well. There you go, Prince. Come on, Prince Charming. Get up here close where we can see those big crown on your head. You're a king, not a prince now, huh? We call you King Charming. Looky there, buddy. Yeah, there he comes up here. He'll horn right in here in a second. Dropped it. And here's Casper coming up also. And look at Casper. She's going to have a big bunch of antlers up there as well. You horned your way in here, didn't you, buddy? You horned your way in here, didn't you, big boy? Casper, what are you doing? Hey, Casper. These three here are gluttons. I figured y'all were full. I know Patsy brought you stuff in the garden this evening. Yeah, I know that. I know that. There's Sapphire over there. He's got a whole bunch of them back there. Y'all are piggies. Y'all are piggies. Well, child, what's the matter, baby? You fool? You took that carrot. Oh, it's all disappearing in a hurry. But we got what we wanted to see. We wanted to see a real good look at these guys' antlers, and they're just giant. There's no doubt about it. And Wild Child's gonna eat off the ground there. But Mr. Prince here, yeah, he's a good boy. Good boy. He says, I'll let you pet me for a carrot. You don't mind being petted as long as you're eating carrots, do you, boy, huh? Look at that. He never let me do that much, yeah. He's raised on a bottle, though, so he should have. It was a big ol' apple. Oh, Wild Child. There you go, Tiny. I had a lot this evening. I mean, I had a lot of stuff in here. Oh, Wild Child, you can get back up here. I think Wild Child just wants some love, and I'll just come up here and get some loving, boss. I just need your love on me. I just need some loving, yeah. Well, we just about shot the covey girls. Wild Child just didn't want to fight for it. Just her, and all the rest of them back off a little bit. She's getting a little more aggressive. All right, guys, y'all are really something. That's it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it, guys. Straighten your collar, your pretty collar up. Straighten your pretty collar up. That's a girl. Pretty girls. Yeah, you said pretty girls. You said pretty girls, my baby. My baby. Okay, guys, girls, that'll rack up this week's antlers. Antlers are growing. We looked at them out in the wild. We looked at them in the pen. Prince Charming is the champion again this year. It's just like he was last year. And take a little swing around and look at some babies walking around before we get out of this pen. Remember, I sure do love you. The eagle is not heaven, but it's close.